Hi, everybody. Welcoming you once more on Ideas Matter YouTube channel. So yesterday, um, I'm looking through the internet. I'm looking through the internet, and I stumbled on the picture of a newspaper from Cameroon, and the newspaper says the elites of the southwest province of Cameroon, today known as the Southern Zone, that the elites are calling for more troops to be stationed in the southwest province or in the southern region, the south region. So when you call for more troops to be stationed in the southwest region, what do you want them to be stationed there for? To kill your people, to massacre your people. You know why the people have risen. You know the reason, the immediate, the fundamental causes of this struggle. You all know how things have evolved. The immediate causes, you know them. Look at how the independence of the Southern Cameroons, how it was manipulated. The UN, we're just calling on you to finish the job you started. Because you moved, you asked us to choose during the referendum that you organized, giving us two choices. One, do you want to be independent other Nigeria, or you want to be independent other the French Cameroon or the Republic of Cameroon or the La République de Cameroon? That was the name of the French Cameroon. Where was the third option? The third option, whether or not we, the people of the British Southern Cameroons, would like to have the independence, would like to have our own independence. There are some countries that are smaller than our country today, the British Southern Cameroon, smaller in terms of population and the land surface. They are independent. Why did you decide to manipulate us and leave us under the French Cameroon? It was not fairly done. Otherwise, why would Charles de Gaulle send an open message to the Queen of England, thanking her for having given over a petit cadeau? They call it a petit cadeau, meaning the Southern Cameroons, showing clearly that it was not done fairly, it was not done rightly, it was not done correctly. And so the people of the Southern Cameroons, if you look at even at the UN, there is no treaty of union between the Republic of Cameroon or La Republic of Cameroon and the British Southern Cameroons that were supposed to have their independence. Because the UN requires that two countries, two people, two countries coming together, there should be a treaty of union showing that the people have accepted and they are happy, they are living in the union. Is there any treaty of union between the Republic of Cameroon and the British Southern Cameroons showing that they are united, they have accepted, signed? Our elites, we respect you, our parliamentarians. We're talking of the elites, the parliamentarians, the politicians, all of you, the senators. What are you people still doing over there? You know, during the American history, when we did the American history, there was something we call the house slaves and the farm slaves. You guys now have become the house slaves, and we have become the farm slaves. You're reporting your people, asking for more troops to come and kill your own people. And you're not asking why they are fighting. You know the remote causes and the immediate causes. All the problems the Southern Cameroonians have gone through, our own identity has been taken out. We have been threatened. Our own identity is threatened. These are people who are looking for their own identity, because when the British Southern Cameroons or the British Southern Cameroonians joined with the French Cameroonians, they were supposed to be under the Federal Republic. There was the Federal Republic of Cameroon, meaning it is a federal system. Two people equal. How did that change? Ahijo, plus with Pobia, gradually changing the constitution, changing things. Look at the plebiscite. The question was, do you want to be independent, or do you want to join the people of the French Cameroon to live as one country And the question they're asking you to answer, yes or we. What does yes mean? What does we mean? Is it not the same thing? You see all this manipulation. And the UN is watching. UN, you were supposed, the independence of the British Southern Cameroons was voted by you. And the results are all there with you guys. You all know this thing. Why don't you go back into history? How about you come back and give us a third option? Give us that third option. Whether we would want to have our independence on our own. In fact, look at the protest of the 22nd September 2017. How the Southern Cameroonians, they stood up. In fact, the whole country stood up. Women, children, adults, old people with trees in the hand. Peace plants, protecting in peace. How many people were massacred? How many people were killed? On the 1st of October, we, or the people of the British Southern Cameroon, redeclared their own independence, which was supposed to take place in 1961, on the 1st of October, voted by the UN, which was never, it never took, the UN never materialized it. So these people, the British people of the British Southern Cameroon, on the 1st of October 2017, not long ago, they stood up and they redeclared their independence. It was not a joke. They took bullets. It was not a joke. So we're asking, in fact, other countries around the world, we are calling on you. Our independence is genuine, is legal, voted by the United Nations. The results are there. Given the fact that our people redeclared again in 2017 on the 1st of October, we are a country. We are asking other countries in the world begin to recognize us as a country. We should not sit down and watch injustice. The AU, I don't know what job you're doing there. I don't know what problem we can solve as black people or as Africans, as that union, that African Union, which is like a governing body for the African continent. What solutions, what problems can you solve there without the UN? They can solve their own problems over there by themselves. The black man, I don't know what is really wrong with us. Look at, our problem is, it's too much. Like our identity, people who are looking for their own identity, they have been lost because it was supposed to be the Federal Republic of Cameroon. It was changed to the United Republic of Cameroon and back to the Republic of Cameroon, or La République du Cameroon, which was the name of their country. So where is the people of the British Southern Cameroons? Their own identity lost. They force our children to learn to study in French, and not the other way around, and not vice versa. Their children are not forced to study only in English, like our children are taught, to force them to learn in French. Some of our students, when they go to the university in the French Cameroons, like in Yaoundé and Douala and other places, they have to take lectures in French. In fact, they pay for extra classes, even though they are not developed. Look at how they suffer. You have to pay for translation classes, pay for papers to photocopy, and so on. Why all this? When they talk of the French student to learn English and the English student to learn French, we talk about the formation bilingue. How many of the French students learn English? How many of them can speak English? Compared to how many students of the English-speaking country speaking French? It is a very, very wide gap, a very, very wide gap. Can we see this? Our common law system, you see the French judge judging an English-speaking a British Southern Cameroonian in French. He doesn't understand. You have to pay for a lawyer to translate. And sometimes the translation may not be okay. And then you get into trouble. A lot of people in prison. Look at how many thousands and thousands have been taken to prison. More than 6,000 Southern Cameroonians killed. Our hospitals, people chased in the hospital. Nurses, hospitals attacked. Nurses killed. Men of God, the church attacked. Men of God killed. Pastors, priests, killed, murder, whole families shot down by the soldier. A whole family completely destroyed, and the world is watching. And the elites, the so-called elites of the Southern Cameroons, they are there calling for more troops so that their people should be massacred. Just for you to keep your job. Where have we kept that oneness, that gentlemanism, that people who always stood together, who care about one another, who would always speak up for one another, who would defend each other, our chiefs and fawns? Do you deserve the respect of these people anymore? Look back in the days. Look back in the days. When a fawn is coming, when a chief is coming, you see people bowing down. They go to one side of the road because of the respect they're giving to the fawns and the chief. Why? Because you are the custodians. You are the custodians of the people. You watch over the people. If there is any problem, they go to the chief. The chief takes it over to the government. Take it to the... So what problem? What are the solutions, or what are the proposals you have made to the government to solve the problem? When these things were all mounted, now you are calling for more troops. When all this were happening, going on, leading to where we are now, what were you doing? What were we really doing? I don't understand. The black man, I don't understand how we think. I don't understand. I don't understand what the white black man thinks. I want to call on the whole world. Let us stand up for justice. There are a lot of troubles around the world. On Ideas Matter, we do not only talk about issues of black people or Africans. Look at the trouble in Syria. How many people are dying? Why do we have to make some people go through hell like this? Why? Look at what happened in Lebanon. Look at what happened in Iraq. What happened in Afghanistan. We just want to carry out war, just to fight, just to make names and kill people. We are like worse than animals. Why? I want to call on the whole world in the name of humanity. Let us speak up. Let us act. Let us speak up wherever people are being massacred innocently. People are being massacred when they have done actually nothing at all. Look at in Africa. Equatorial Guinea is beginning to boil. South Africa is beginning. You don't know what is going on. Land problem in South Africa, the seizure of land without compensation, is going to boil up and is going to explode. Look at Mali. Look at Senegal. The Senegalese are it's like they're renting land from the French people. And Macron is just saying that he has advised Paul Biya to carry out decentralization. He's not asking himself why he's not advising the people of Quebec in Canada to also carry out, the government of Canada to carry out decentralization. Unlike the people of the Quebec in Canada, they have gone successfully through 2 referendums, not succeeding. It was as clean and clear, free and fair referendum. They have not succeeded. Has it ended? They may still organize another one. What about the people of the Northern Ireland, the people of, the Northern Irish people? How many referendums have been organized for them? What about the Southern Cameroon? Why can we only say, we are talking about they should stay together, carry out decentralization? Why is the world so unfair when it comes to the black man? I just want to call on the whole world. Please. Genocide is going on in the Southern Cameroons. There's a lot of killing going on there. Where are the peacekeeping? Where is the UN peacekeeping force? Where is the AU? AU, the African Union, what are you there for? I have asked a question before, over and over. Imagine that every year you succeed doing just one thing, solving one problem for Africa. That is, the people will actually enjoy it. It will really come to fruition. What is it that we have succeeded doing? Almost nothing. What is the AU there for God's sake? So I hope this message is going across. I hope our so-called chiefs and fawns and the parliamentarians, the elites, the politicians, all of you, I don't know whether you still have conscience. What are the senators and the parliamentarians still doing there? Mukete was one of them who left Nigeria, coming to form the House of Chiefs in Boya. And you are there. You are still now with La Republic, seeing your people being massacred. And they consider you as les ennemis dans la maison. What respect do you have there? They call you frogs, rats, les animaux. Comment tu te comportes comme un anglo comme ça? Comment tu es bête comme ça? Vous êtes les bêtes. On vous considère comme les bêtes, les ennemis dans la maison. Et vous êtes là, you accepting your people to be killed, and you're calling for more troops. It's a shame. It's a shame how we have become so useless. So useless. Please, the UN. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel I care for everybody. I care for the whole world. Here on Ideas Matter, we hope that justice can be done everywhere. Justice can be done to everybody. So we can have a better world. Where there is injustice, you cannot see justice. When you cannot see happiness, you cannot see peace. Until there's justice, there's happiness, we can have this. Injustice, if you want peace, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Thanks.